Okay, question. How long should you keep an open mind on a first date? One guy told the Toronto Star that he knew after 5 minutes that there would not be a second date, and then suffered through the next 2 hours. Should you hold off on making judgments this quickly?
I mean, like, does it depend? Okay.
Lady,
Yeah,
when you know, you know. When you know, you know. I think when you know, you know. I mean, I think for me personally, there are certain key indicators that let me know that I'm in the right place. I mean, you know, first it's the look, obviously. Then for me, it's the smell. Like, if I smell like, I'm like, ooh. And then I kind of get that little tingle in my stomach. I'm like, oh my gosh, what is that smell? Of a scent? That lets me know that we can continue. You know, let's order dessert. You know? At least, yeah. And then the conversation. I mean, chemistry is a real thing. You've talked to someone before where you're like, there's something about the way we communicate that it just really feels good and natural. I think that's chemistry.
Yeah. So 5 minutes or less?
I think 5 minutes is cool.
So
wait, for a conversation.
The thing is that what do you do if, like, I was in the early days of online dating, like back before it was a popular thing to do. In fact, it was kind of humiliating. I went out on a few, and there were times when I felt like I knew right away. But how do you get out of it? How do you get out of it in an artful way? Do you just sort of like say, okay, like, this is not gonna happen? Most women aren't raised with that ability to be able to be that clear.
Yes.
And I will say, I do have one example where the opposite was true. Normally, I would subscribe to everything you said, but there was a time when I was working beside someone, and this guy kind of bothered me. He was the guy next door. He wore glasses that I thought were really, not fashionable. He's into hockey. That, like, a lot of, like, you know, whatever. And then one day, he asked me out. He was like, what are you doing on such a day? I was like, nothing. And he was like, you're coming out for dinner with me. And I was like, oh, God. So we went out for dinner, and about halfway through the dinner,
Something clicked?
He wasn't wearing the glasses. He smelled really good.
Okay.
Wasn't talking about hockey. He started talking about films he liked. And I had a glass of wine, and I just jumped across the table and kissed him.
The wine.
I love that. I mean, I don't know how long it lasted. It might have only lasted that night.
Like a year.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, longer than I thought.
But you know, I have a similar story. There was a woman, unfortunately, I worked with her. And the whole time when we met, we'd always give each other these looks. We had chemistry. You know, we just saw each other in meetings. We just knew that she was the type of person that I was into. I was the type of person, clearly, that she was into. And the problem was we were both in relationships. And we were also working together. There was chemistry there. We hadn't gone on any dates. We haven't even had any conversations privately, but we just knew, and we always kind of gave each other that look like, you're a problem.
So what happened?
Absolutely nothing.
Okay.
Nothing happened. You know, we ended up blocking each other on social media because I mean, she got married, I moved on and had a relationship and a baby. It's just like, we just knew that we had to stay away from each other.
You know what? I don't know. There's something about that primal part of us. Like, we are so divorced from our primal instincts in many ways. I really still lean into that when it comes to dating. So, like, any relationship I've been, whether it's long-term or just a good time, I literally knew within 10 to 30 seconds. And there is all the things are fine. It's all the nonverbal communication, and it's what you said, it's smell, it's looks, it's everything. It's like, if my loins are on fire, we're going out again. We're gonna go out again, probably. And I lean into that because there's so much that we overthink. And especially as a woman, I overthink everything. And in that case, I let my loins lead the way, and they've never led me wrong.
Well, I like what you said. I like how you use the word primal there, because I do agree, me personally, that's how I operate too. And in that sense, like, I'm like a dog. Who has a dog here? Anybody have a dog?
Dogs.
You have a dog, right?
Yeah.
No.
What dogs will do is oftentimes they will see another dog, and if they like that dog, they'll sniff it out. Okay, you can come closer, you can sniff my bum, you can sniff other parts of my body, I like you. But sometimes a dog and another dog will encounter each other, and within half a second, it's like this.
They know. Over.
I hate you. I will never want to get with you. There's no chance of me sniffing your bum. Goodbye.
But I mean, that's where they get that saying, like, it doesn't pass the smell test,
Exactly.
right? It's
And
gotta
I
pass the
think
smell test.
humans, I think, override that. They override that. I hate you, and then they're like, give a person a chance.
Why?
Go closer. Why?
Why?
Let the dog instinct decide for you. So I am a dog that way.
Follow your nose.
Thanks for watching. We've got lots more discussion and debates on everything from food and fashion to pop culture and current events. Don't forget to click like and subscribe.